Hey, how are y'all doing? It is time to talk about the weekly astrology. Y'all know we got us on this channel like to have a good time. Astrology was meant to be fun. Hey, last week of August. Where all the Virgos out there? It's Virgo season. Let's do it, Virgo. It's your time. Everybody move out the way, Leos. They telling you to step out the way. It's Leo season. Hey. All right, yeah, turn it down. Greetings, goddesses. How are you? I'm Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru, your sister friend, and you know I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. And one of the things that we love to do, besides have a good time, is look at astrology to see how can it guide our lives. We were, in fact, born with a map to help us to understand life. And I give thanks that the ancients made it so that those of us in these modern days can remember astrology, share astrology, so that, we modern day people get to use it too. So, how are you all doing out there? I hope everything is going well. That full moon took a lot out of me. That I was like, oh my gosh, I'm having problems right now. It wasn't really problems. It was just so much emotion. It happened in a place in my chart where it just drummed up a lot of emotion. That's all I can say. So I'm glad to be feeling a little bit better. And I want to look at what do we have going on this last week of August. And I give thanks that this week is a little more calm. We need to catch our breaths because we're moving into eclipse season starting in September. So just really take advantage of this week. If this is a week that feels good to you, take advantage of it. And so, yeah, right before I get started, I'll just ask you to please like the video, especially if you've gotten value out of it. Please like the video, share the video, and yeah, give your friend a thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much. Okay, so yeah, here we are, August 2024, and it's not a super busy week, to be honest with you. It's actually a very Venusian week. Venus is interacting with Uranus, is interacting with Neptune. It's also moving into her home sign of Libra, one of her home signs, and she's interacting with Pluto. Woo, woo, woo. I love that. So if we go over here and look at our chart, Venus is just leaving Virgo. And so we've scrutinized our relationships. It all depends on really where Virgo is in your chart. What theme, what area of life does Virgo represent? But generally, Virgo is this sign of scrutiny. It's also this sign around health. So Venus and Virgo could have had some of us very focused on our health. It's also kind of like this time where you were focused on, okay, what routines do I need to do to help me with my appearance, to help me with my self-care? Because Virgo is routines, Venus is appearance and self-care. Also, one thing that I do notice about Venus is she'll dictate a little bit of what fashion looks like. And so Virgo is always a little bit more earthy colors, a little bit more plain, actually, and a little conservative to a certain degree. Virgo energy is not trying to be flashy. Even if you're a Virgo, you may have something else in your chart that makes you flashy. But Venus in Virgo is not flashy. So yeah, she's just kind of simple. That's probably the better word. And so it could have had us wanting to just be a little bit more earthy and grounded in what we were wearing. And you know, she also could have potentially helped us to feel good with all the tasks, all the routines that Virgo is asking of us to do, and kind of started highlighting what we're going to be focused on because now the sun, as you can see, is in Virgo. Happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. It is your time. It is your time. So yeah, I'm excited for you all. Enjoy celebrating. So now that the sun is there, what does the sun do? Well, the sun brings a lot it illuminates wherever it goes. So Venus came through, she started having us think about some of the Virgo themes, which I've talked about, and now the sun is going to continue that work. Eventually, Mercury, once it finishes its retrograde, will eventually go back into Virgo. So it's this a little bit of an intense season for us when it comes to all things Virgo. And it's all about, again, lists, tasks, things to do. Oh, organization. Maybe Venus going through Virgo is like, y'all are disorganized. I don't like the way this looks. I want this to look better. That actually happened for me. I want this to look better. I need to organize things. So that's something that could be at the top of some of your minds. And so yeah, she has us doing all of that. And then the sun is gonna come and have us focus on it some more. The sun always brings this energy of, it's a little bit like genius and inspiration, and, sometimes I like to see the sun as where there was a problem and you couldn't figure it out, it'll bring, like, this amazing solution, okay? And even Venus being in Virgo could have brought some beautiful solutions, um, this month. Now, another thing for Venus and Virgo is it could be having you focus on your money because Venus is a money sign or money planet. And so some people may have been saying, oh, I haven't been like, I put this in quotes, balancing my checkbook, or just attending to finances in some kind of way. Virgo is a problem solver. So maybe it's been doing some problem solving, troubleshooting in relationships, in your money, in your health and well being. So, last few days with Venus being there, and then she's going to move into Libra, which is significant. Let me just see here. Venus will move into Libra and then the eclipse. When does she move into? Okay, so she'll be in Scorpio by the eclipse, by the times we have the eclipse in her sign. But um yeah, Venus in Libra is beautiful because this is her home sign. She feels good in Libra. She is um the queen of the eclipse, the new moon that is about to happen on October the 2nd. And I just think while she's there, it'll be an opportunity for us to embrace whatever these lessons are. I really do believe relationships are major themes since one part of the eclipses has been in Libra. So maybe she's gonna help smooth over some things with relationships or help you to release a relationship that you don't need. I mean, I'm being 100. The part of the eclipse that's in Libra is all about releasing and letting go. It's about losing attachment. And so she could potentially come through and help you be okay with letting go of something that is just not working for you. That's what the eclipses are about, which we're not there yet. That's the top of October. But eclipses are all about what's not working for you. And let's get you in alignment with your destiny. So whatever relationship you're being asked to release, or maybe you have a wounding from a relationship, and you can release that wounding. When you do, it would allow you to, it's like you're offloading so that you can up level. You can, or you even have the capacity to receive something new. So it's working in your favor. So Venus is going to go into Libra on the 29th of August. And I know I'm not going in order, but I just want to talk about this transition. Um, so Venus is going into Libra, and then she will have us focused on relationships. She's going to have us looking at, where do we need to bring more harmony and balance into our lives. Also, this is an energy that has to do with, it definitely has to do with relationships. So focusing on those, and it could bring something positive, something favorable when it comes to relationships. But also, Libra is a sign that has to do with contracts and agreements. And so maybe this would be a good time for you to enter into some new contract, some new agreement. I see why Libra season, and people I don't think know, but I can see why so many people get married in October. It's just a big month. At least the first part of the month, that's Libra season. And when we get married, you're entering into an agreement. You're entering into a contract with someone. And yeah, so that will be a really good time actually this year for people to get married. Wow. Um, let's see here. Yeah, and she's all about balance. It's like, where do you need to have balance? And, it's all about your relationship with other people. It might be about you getting some support. So those are things that are going to be coming up. Once Venus leaves Virgo and moves into Libra, she just shifts our focus in terms of how we're relating to other people. Maybe, like, when we talk about her being a money planet, while she's in Libra, it might be a good time to bring more balance to the finances or beauty, abundance, because she'll be feeling good when she gets there. So I love that. I love that. Okay. So, yeah, we'll have transits. Let's see, what are these days? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But we will start feeling them for sure. Well, okay. The Venusian transits, we'll start feeling it around Monday, and they'll go probably until Friday. So Venus trine Uranus. Let's look at that. So we have Venus over here in Virgo, and then we have Uranus over here in Taurus. So this is a transit that we have experienced not too long ago. Let me just double check. When did this happen? Because I want you to pay attention to how astrology is a cycle. And when Venus, she conjuncted Uranus, you know what? The last thing that happened was Venus conjuncted Uranus. And I want to find out when so that you can begin to think about what happened around that time when it comes to money, finance, relationships, um, maybe even self-worth and value. But let me just double check. Okay, so Venus conjuncted Uranus on May 18th. All right. So around May 18th, it kicked off a new well, conjunct, what does conjunct mean? Just in case you don't know that. It means Venus and Uranus were on the exact same degree. Okay. So now she's a trine is 120, 120 degrees away from Uranus, and they're interacting at 120 degrees. That's the energy of ease, flow, blessing, that kind of thing. So if you go back to mid-May, was something happening for you at that time? What if you could go back and look at your social media, your calendar, your journal, and look at what came up for you? And, even if you set some intentions, if you knew it was happening and you set some intentions, you may want to look at what is happening for you now. Now, what is this bringing up? It could be bringing up like an opportunity to fix something. You've been something happened, or and it's like some type of new beginning. I'll put it that way. And now it's kind of like this opportunity to really, like check off a lot on your to-do list, or um maybe it's kind of like, hey, I need to look and see, do I need to retool this in some kind of way? Especially with Venus being in Mercury, it's kind of like I need to go and see, like, do I need to update, upgrade in some kind of way? All right. But overall, this could give us a feeling this week of feeling actually pretty good. It gives energy. Whenever a planet interacts with Uranus, it gives energy. It also gives something unexpected. What unexpected thing could it be? It could be an unexpected meeting with somebody, or it could even be somebody coming back, like somebody from your past shows up all of a sudden. Um, but it may not last for long. It's just like a quick meeting, and then it's like, "Oh my gosh, like, I hadn't seen you in forever. We haven't communicated in forever," or whatever. But it'll just be really quick, and then you move on. But this is the earth signs. And so the earth signs can help you to feel, like, grounded, and you're really working on things in your physical environment. So I love that. It could bring some money to you all of a sudden because Venus is a money planet. So all of a sudden it brings some money. But it's like this energy of like getting things done, and you'll just like completely and totally enjoy it. I always see Uranus as this breakthrough type of energy. So it might be a week for some of us where we get a breakthrough of some sort, but it will feel so good. It'll feel like, man, I didn't even have to do anything to get that. It was just so blessed, you know? So I love that. And then Venus is going to oppose, it's called oppose Neptune. And what is an opposition? It equals 180 degrees because Venus is over here in Virgo, which is 180 degrees from Pisces. So she is going to be exact opposite Neptune. Now, that could bring on this energy of feeling sort of like very spiritual, a little bit creative, very much like in the imagination, because Neptune is the imagination. Venus is very creative. Um, and it might just be a time, let me just tell you, especially on the 28th, where you feel kind of like zoned out a little bit, or not zoned out. It's more of like magical, in the stratospheres of your imagination. You could feel somewhat spiritual, but it won't give you a lot of kick and get up and go. Now, the other thing that I'll say about this week is it's truly a week to not fall for a scam. And that would be the whole week, but for sure, the 27th, 28th, and 29th. Those are days to be making sure you're not falling for a scam. If it seems too good to be true, it is, check and triple check everything. And did you log out? And make sure you have your phone and your keys and all of that. So that could be one of those days. It's a little bit tricky, especially since Mercury is going direct. When a planet has been retrograde, it has to do what is called stationing, where it stops, and it's very powerful. It builds up a lot of energy. So that day has a lot of energy around it anyway. And Venus opposition Neptune, just where they are in the astrology, it could be very scammy. Now we'll say Neptune is this energy of um, what's hidden, i.e., secrets. So I don't know. Maybe something comes up around a secret on that time. I don't know if it'll necessarily be an illumination, but really and truly, just kind of keep your eyes open. Let me see if I want to tell you anything else about Venus opposition Neptune. I struggle sometimes with Neptune. I really do. Because Neptune can just really make you forget stuff. It can make you not be able to really see things for what they really are. And I think that's what the secret part is about. It's kind of like or getting scammed. It's hard to really see things for what they really are. But Venus is in Virgo, so maybe the lesson is I'm trying to show you the truth. Um, okay. And then Venus is going to trine Pluto on the 29th. That's Thursday. So once Venus trines Pluto, that's another time where we'll feel energy, we'll feel um, powerful. This is about standing in your power. I wonder what's going to happen on that day. I look forward to seeing the 29th and the 30th because, maybe it'll be a day of empowerment for women of some sort. Anytime Venus interacts with Pluto like this, it's like Women's Empowerment Day. So that's exciting. And, she's in Libra, so she's feeling good. What I will say is Libra is a very social sign, and Pluto is in Aquarius, which is also social. So some of us could feel very, very social. Honestly, now that I think about it, all this week with Venus interacting with these outer planets, it could be a time where a lot of topics for women are being discussed in the world. And, maybe we'll see on one hand, there's a breakthrough, but then on another hand, women will feel like, there they go again, trying to oppress us. Because we have Venus with Uranus, Venus with Pluto, women feeling empowered, women making progress, Venus opposition Neptune. This could be something where, they're trying to get women to be oppressed, take away, our autonomy in some kind of way. But make no mistake about it, money, relationships, self-care, harmony, balance, these are all topics. Venus, women, Venusian, beauty, also something else about Venus is she likes the finer things in life. This is a week where we definitely could be feeling that way. And I think overall it'll feel good. We do have the caution of Mercury going direct. Because once Mercury, is going direct, it's very, very slow. So this is a time where this whole week is a time where it's like, be mindful, be intentional, be gentle with your technology, leave early, don't leave late. You could, there could be delays. Mercury retrograde, when we think of it, this is the time where it's the most intense when Mercury is either slowing down to retrograde or slowing down to go direct. Okay. So, but the Venusian part, I love that. I love that so much that it could bring that nice energy. And you can see here, Friday, Saturday, there's no interactions going on with planets. And so I just want to let y'all know, I'll come out with the September astrology, but we are starting to feel the Pisces eclipse. This is a new eclipse um, season that we're getting into, or duo, because Pisces and Virgo, they are together. And this is the first one in the Pisces Virgo eclipse series that we're going to be experiencing. Um, and we start feeling the energy of the eclipse about a month before. So we're already feeling that energy. Pisces, I love Pisces energy. It could be the most loving, compassionate energy on the face of the planet. However, there is a challenge in Pisces. And so I really want y'all to be mindful, pay attention to what's coming up. I will say, it's a full moon in Pisces, which can make things feel a little bit it can be challenging. It could be a very emotional, Pisces has this energy of what is it that you need to let go of to be rebirthed, okay? It has this energy of dissolving things. It can make things just go away, right? And it has so much of this energy of illusion. But it is this energy of, like, being at one with a all things and all people, Um, it's very spiritual. However, it does require this inner it requires some buy-in. It really does. So I want you to be paying attention to what is this energy bringing up for you? What is this eclipse going to be about for you? And just to begin to open yourself up to the lessons of the eclipse and Pisces that will be on the 18th of September. But we'll talk more about that when we get there. So I did pull two cards today. Interesting. I always pull the cards and I'm like, well, let's see how they match the astrology. This is the Uzumi card. And I was like, why Uzumi? Well, Uzumi is the wild woman. And that would be the same as Venus meeting Uranus. So definitely, this is a week where we need to tap into our inner wild woman. And my question to you is, what does that mean to you? Are you in touch with your wild woman? And how are you going to allow her to express herself? Because one thing for sure about the wild woman is she doesn't ask permission. She shows up however she is, and she doesn't live within a box. She's definitely outside of a box. And that would be Venus with Uranus. Operating outside of your box. How can you do that this week? Uzumi reminds you to be free in your expression and the way you view the world. Now, she actually is connected to the inner child. And this is one of the, parts of ourselves that we don't always tap into, but that is the part of ourselves that is most connected to the wild woman. So call your inner child to let go of your baggage and schemes. She wants you to surrender your grip on the way you function and remember that life is a dance. Be like Uzumi and free your inner radiance into expression by being true to your genuine self and release yourself from the restricted limitations of your genetics and the world around you. Okay, freedom. All right, sisters, let's do this. Uzumi. Okay, the next one, now this one right here, Yemoja, Yemaya, Yemoja. It doesn't matter how you say it. They're both right. Um, awakening. Awakening. Oh my gosh, that matches what I was saying. We've got to stay aware. Okay. Now, this one would be the Venus connecting with Neptune. And Yemaya, I connect her to Pisces. Awakening. What is this Pisces eclipse awakening you to? We're not waiting for the day of the eclipse to start looking for this. We know that this is already in action. So, what are you awakening to? Her guidance is wake up, awaken now to your true self. Are those tears of joy or sorrow? Just let them out. Yemaya, Yemoja swallows your tears. She says you are vibrating at a higher frequency, so you see everything differently. This is Goddess Rising. You're waking up. And once you have experienced awakening, you can never go back to not knowing. The path of awakening is not straight, comfortable, or easy. You have chosen to lift the veil and have a real relationship with the divine. This lifting of the veil. I have to be honest with you all. Pisces brings on the veil. Um, if you look at her, oh, not this one. A lot of times, especially in the diaspora, the whenever they are portraying the deities, they have this, especially down in Brazil, they have this little thing that hangs down. It's like this little crown or something like that, and it has these beads that hang in front of their face. And when I initiated, I had a veil. Like once we were presenting ourselves to the community, there was no, even during my initiation, at some point there was a veil. And this is something you could actually play with. Putting a scarf over your head, or one that makes you feel safe. Put it over, and it's trying to take away seeing things with the physical eye so that you can really tune into that inner goddess, that inner wisdom, and to connect with the great mother, the great divine energy, the great father, whatever energy you call on. And that really helps to create this awakening. And so this Pisces energy actually brings on the veil, but the veil is actually meant to help you to see better, to help you to really see the truth that does eventually lead to lifting up a veil so that you see the world in a whole new way. Okay, let me finish telling you what she says. The path of awakening is not straight, comfortable, or easy. Okay, you didn't come to transcend this world while you're living in it. You came here to dig into the soil, plant yourself, and grow. This ascension is your divine purpose. So, this is a week where I think we can be feeling some type of divine ascension. And I really do believe that it's lifting the veil of the space time continuum. We want to lift the veil of this physical world and look at the 99% reality that is unseen. That is what will help you to be able to dig into the soil and really see what is your purpose. Why are you here? It will help you to get healing. That is something that I love about Pisces. It's challenging because you have to go into that inner world and see what's there. Pisces is the subconscious mind, and you want to like get it all sorted out so that the subconscious mind is allowing you to just like have a beautiful full experience. The goddess declaration by Yemaya is I am receiving and radiating love, which is definitely Venus opposition Neptune. So that's what I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for being here. Um, let's see here. Yeah, that's what I have. It seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you all, but we will go on ahead and close it out. I'm going to bring a little bit of music up. Again, I always appreciate you, and I'm wishing you a beautiful week. Now, I also ask you if you feel so moved to share what did you get from the video? What really stood out for you? And yeah, I'm getting ready yeah, I'm getting to know family and hopefully have a good well, not hopefully, and have a good time with them and all that kind of good stuff. And thank you all again all so much for being here. Please make sure you also sign up for my newsletter. I'll be getting one of those out very soon also. Love you all so, so much. And yeah, have a wonderful week. Peace and love. Hey, remember, life is a dance. Dance with Uzumi this week, Queen.